this age, what they live in workarounds. That's what we should understand. And you mentioned that.
Yes.
You mentioned that they live in workarounds. So you burn an app, and you don't remove curiosity. You don't push it into darker concerns of the internet, where there are fewer guardrails and no parental visibility. They will pick up that phone and they will still go there and do whatever they need to do with it. So I think the real issue isn't access alone. It's more of supervision. It's more of design and intent,
especially from parents.
And I think for the companies too,
yes,
for
these
these
companies
apps.
also.
Yes, for owners of these apps.
Be stopped at home, but outside they want to do it.
How much can parents do?
Exactly.
If you see the way some children behave outside their homes, you would think they do not have trainings from anywhere. So how much can parents do? A child will be inside the house. You'll be in your room or you'll be in the parlor. The child will be inside doing whatever they want to do. Some children have phones. So children are buying phones for themselves now.
I'm telling you, they don't wait anymore.
Children have phones and their parents do not know how they got the phone. Their parents do not even know they have phones. They have been using it secretively. So I just feel like think about it, because at most times if we think about it, because at most times if we know algorithm only knows engagement. It doesn't know who is there, who is doing whatever. It is what you give. Most of the computer is like garbage in. It's not like it is garbage in, garbage out. It is what you give it. That is what it will give back to you. And that's the part law often struggle to address, because it requires confronting how these platforms also make money too.
Of course.
We should bring that issue into consideration, because most times they are just looking at how we can make money. I mean, almost everything is being monetized now on the internet.
Yeah.
How we can make money, and they don't know who is using this app,
That's why
who is
most
using
people go to
this.
that site, because they feel they will be paid at the end of the day. And they want to use this money for things that they cannot ask their parents for. So yes.
So I just feel like when we just have to look at the wider lens, especially in Africa, the gap. If I look at this gap, it's becoming very, very uncomfortable, because in other parts of the world we are saying they are more advanced than Africa. Come to talk of Africa, where we are still fighting for digital, to cover that digital gap. We are still talking of places that do not have internet. We are still talking of places that do not have gadgets, cannot even afford these gadgets. So I mean, many countries don't even know how many children are online. They do not know how many children are, what they are watching, or how long they stay online. Policy making should even be enforced with data. Let me come down to Nigeria. Let me leave the wider body. Let me leave Africa. Let me come down to Nigeria. Do we even have the data of children in the country? Do we even know the exact amount of children in the country? Do we even have the exact amount? I was carrying out a research sometimes last year, and it was on social media usage and how personalization and whatnot on online curated news. And I noticed that we do not have the data, because I was looking for the data of how many social media users we have in Nigeria.
Okay.
I go to this platform. This one is giving me a different thing from this other platform. Which one am I going to take? So some of all these things, becomes a problem if we do not understand data and know how to use data. So policy making without data is more like parenting in the dark. So we have to understand how to use data. We are just reacting emotionally instead of strategically. So let's think, because many African children are some of the fastest adopters of mobile technology in the world.
Of course.
In the world. The amount of iPhones, the number of iPhones that comes into, the number of gadgets that comes into Nigeria. I mean, the cheap smartphones, shared devices, unlimited curiosity, all of these things mean exposure is happening earlier and faster than infrastructure can keep up with it.
Yeah.
In short, there are not even cheap gadgets in Nigeria in particular.
At all.
People are still buying gadgets.
And you're surprised. What's going on?
People are still buying gadgets. So when we look at all these things, it becomes a problem. Laws should be written with digital literacy plans, enforcement tools, intent, like I said before, school-based education risks, all of these things all of these things, they should be written, we should be put together. There should be laws should be written with intent. If they want to create a law concerning this, call educators, call the app makers, call policy makers, call content creators, call all that that needs to be, you know, involved in this, so that this law can be properly put in place, so everybody can tell from their own experiences, their own share their own knowledges, and a proper law can be passed. Hi guys, it's interesting, but then that is to tell you that they are learning.
That's why all these things starts from the
home. They are learning. So if a child grows up watching screens dominated by you know, a very quiet moment,
have less time,
you know, regulation later, you know, we feel like hypocrisy. So we should look at these things, and schools too matter.
Of course,
we cannot even talk without talking about schools. Teaching children how internet works,
use of phones, and I'm surprised.
And a lot of children do not know. I think it should be a course too in school, since content creation is now a monetary. It's not a job; it's a full-time job for so many people, and so many young people are in that space. And so many young people are in that space. I think children should be taught content. You know, how internet works, how to use all of these things, how content is
advantages,
disadvantages. To wrap it up, I'll say enough. Maybe any last words.
We said everything already.
Okay.
We've already concluded.
Okay. Yes, we've already concluded, just like Mary's said. But I think my honest takeaway at the end of the day, I think I'm talking too much, but then talk is good when it is useful. Yes, and
exactly.
Yes. I just feel like this is a starting point. Regulation is the starting point to solution, and it's a good one coming from Egypt. So this is the much we can bring for you here on the Idea Morning Digest. If you want to share your own concerns, share your opinions about what we've discussed today, you can reach out to us, send your comments to all our social media platforms at Idea Television, and of course via email at Idea TV Limited. And do not forget that the second edition of ISII, that is Idea SMEs and Industries of Interest, is out today, and it is available free for you to download.
And it's free, very free.
Free, let's sound that free. Okay, my name is Cynthia, and I've been with
Miss Mary Ojubajo.
Please, Mrs. Don't be deceived, so much. Bye for now.
Bye for now.